It's gonna be tough to follow, man. I'm a little nervous now. I want to thank Coach Hennessy and the members who voted for the committee. Thank you to the NDCP administration. Obviously, congratulations to all the other inductees. Want to especially thank a few priests who were really instrumental in my moral and spiritual upbringing. Father Molinaro, Father Hannon. Special thanks to Father Smith. When I worked here for 5 years, Father Smith was a big mentor of mine, and it's a special privilege, that he's here tonight. So, Coach Genovese, I appreciate you bringing him. Special thanks to the coaches I had while I was here: Coach Genovese, Coach Beckman, Coach Allegretti, Coach Givi, Coach Gianni. As Chris was kind of talking about Coach Genovese, I only wrestled a couple years, and I did it just mainly to try to stay in shape and get a lot of laughs from all the guys that were goofy on that team. But I just think about the wrestling that we wrestled in, and it was a room that you can almost see from that courtyard, and it was 20 feet by 40 feet. That's why Coach Genovese is always asking for a wrestling room. But that room, in terms of just building character and dealing with the most unbelievable greenhouse effect of heat, was truly unreal. I mean, it was, we worked our butts off. Coach Genovese never took any BS, and Coach, I appreciate a lot of the butt kicking you did to all of us when we were kids. Coach Beckman, where's Coach Beckman at? There you are, Coach. I started golfing my sophomore year, and I without a doubt was the worst golfer on the team, not even close, and I was shocked when Coach actually kept me on the team. But one thing about Coach Beckman is he always went out of his way for every individual that was part of the team, and in multiple ways. Whether it was someone needed help with the uniform, someone needed help with clubs, anything. I mean, Coach Beckman's always gone above and beyond. And every time I see Coach Beckman, I always kind of bust his chops a little bit, because he literally never ever let me golf in a tournament. Ever. Our golf team at the time wasn't even that good. And I always like, Coach, we're not going to win it anyway. Just let me play. Coach, I appreciate that. Coach Givi and Coach Gianni, those guys, it's hard to put into words the impact they had in my life, in my professional career, and going to college. Those guys, I think back to my junior year of high school when we had a coaching change, and I think about the resumes those two individuals had, and they played Division I baseball. They were both drafted. Coach Gianni was, I think, a 4th round draft pick. Coach Givi was a 12th round draft pick. I mean, to be at a high school and to have coaches who were at that caliber is just unbelievable. And the amount of skills they taught us and everything in just life, generally speaking, was just tremendous. And they without them, I would never gotten an opportunity to play at Bradley University. A couple stories about a couple of my peers who are here. When I came to Notre Dame, I felt like I was a relatively good athlete, strong, big kid. I remember going to the weight room for the first time, and I never really looked at it in grammar school. And I see Chris Amator in the weight room, like repping 185 pounds, and I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, holy cow! I am not. I thought I was strong, and I realized, holy cow! I better work hard and get stronger. But Chris, you were a guy that a lot of us looked up to. You had a really great work ethic, and we all knew not to mess with you. But we know that you always had our back. So it's been fun to call you a friend and see you grow professionally as a person. So appreciate that. And a special thanks to Mike Jakubowski, who's here. Mike is someone who I played baseball with since the age of 12. And, Mike, we go back a long way, and you're someone that knows me inside and out. So we played since we were 12, went to high school together, and then went to Bradley together, played there, shared a dorm room together. And it's been great to maintain, really good friendship, and everything that you've accomplished athletically and professionally, and being a principal now is amazing. So congratulations to that. To my family, my sister Najat, going to a lot of my games, and always being a support, and you taught me balance and that there's more to life than just sports. To my mom who couldn't make it tonight, just overall support from her. Academic projects, extracurricular activities, knowing that there's a life beyond sports was really important to her. And to my brother, he was the prototypical older brother who literally beat me up every single day when I was a kid. When I went to high school, he was the person that challenged me. When I didn't want to practice or go get ground balls or hit in the batting cage, he always made sure that I did it whether I wanted to do it or not. And the best thing about my brother was I learned a lot from his mistakes, on and off the field. But it was just nice to have an older brother that could really see what it took to be successful in sports and other places in life. To my dad, when I think about every experience in life, Dad, I mean, the mentorship you gave me, I'd be up here talking for hours. Without you, I wouldn't even have known the sport of baseball. I remember the days of going to Gompers Park and playing catch. It means everything to me. And, similar to what Mr. Allegretti said, our parents, worked multiple jobs to give us opportunities. And, I never took that for granted. And I think that, Dad, the best thing you ever taught me was work ethic. Nothing comes easy. You got to work for what you get. And I think about that every single day. To my wife and her family, it's pretty funny. So my wife is not familiar with all boys Catholic high schools, and she thinks Notre Dame's a cult almost. The amount of time I spend here and the amount of time I talk about Notre Dame and how special it is to me. But I appreciate everything you guys do for me. My wife and my father-in-law are here, and it means a lot that you guys are here. And I love sharing the experiences of how important this pillar was for me. The last thing I'll say, and I'll wrap up here, is to the ND students who are in the room, so all the lettermen in the back. Just a few words, if any words you want to take down, but never give up. Know that you have no limitations, no matter how you grew up. You have 4 years to create a resume. Colleges are going to look at you and judge you based upon the 4 quick years that you go to Notre Dame. The regrets I have is not taking, ACTs or SATs multiple times. I took it one time. I wish I would have took it multiple times. I wish I would have lifted more, been stronger, quicker, been faster. We all have skill sets, but if you don't become the best physical athlete you can become, you're gonna have limitations. And lastly, just don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve anything that you want to achieve. I mean, you have the 4 years to do whatever you want, and then you get to college. You have 4 years to build a resume to get a job, and just basically work 110% of everything you do, and you can accomplish whatever goal. So thank you so much, and thanks.